guys, this is Jackie, your nerdy crafter, and this week's tutorial is another collaboration with the awesome people from CHAMELEON. Ignore all the mess around me. I am going through some hardcore revamping of my craft room, so I am doing a lot of things to try and get it done, but since I'm pretty tight on time, it might take a few months. If you want to watch my process, I have a new vlog channel, Nerdy Jackie. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out. For this week's collaboration with CHAMELEON, I wanted to do a chameleon. And so you guys will learn how to make your very own chameleon terrarium. I am in love with this resin piece. If you don't want to put it in resin, you don't have to. It actually makes a really cute statue on its own. If you guys don't know CHAMELEON, they are an absolutely wonderful way to add gradient to your art projects. If you want to know more information, I will link my first project with them, which was the Betta Fish Aquarium. For those of you new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. There are plenty of geeky tutorials to keep you entertained. Equally, if you like this project, don't forget to leave a like and share. All the dweebs are doing it. Here's what you'll need for this project. Translucent, brown, ecru, 2 types of greens polymer clay. All these are from Sculpey. Blue, red, green, yellow and orange alcohol inks. These are from CHAMELEON. Rounded and pointy tool, a cutter, some fake moss that we're going to use from foliage, a silicone mold. Many of you ask me where I got this from. You can check online on either Amazon or eBay. Your resin kit, you can find this at craft or home hardware stores. Aluminum foil paper, a toothbrush, and a printout of a background that you would like to use. The chameleon is not as hard as it looks. Take your translucent clay, make a really long teardrop, flatten the front part very slightly. That's going to help us put the head a lot more easily. Curl the part that looks like the tail. Texture it as you're going along. I'm using the side part of my pointy tool, but you can use anything that you have. Take your translucent again, make a very thin small snake, put it for the legs. Before we put on the front legs, we're going to make the head. You're going to make a shape that looks like this, and then flatten the top part. Place it on the body, smooth it in. Now do the same thing for the front legs. And here's our little chameleon. This part gets a little messy, so go ahead and take some wax paper or foil paper and put it underneath your chameleon. We're going to start with a green base. Take your alcohol inks and go ahead and color your chameleon. If you want a lighter shade of a specific color, just dilute it with a little bit of the colorless blender. Experiment, have fun, and try a lot of different colors. You don't have to just stick to this kind of motif. Now we're going to build the environment inside the mold. My silicone mold is okay to be baked. Just make sure that yours is as well. Start by making the dirt floor with your brown clay and heavily texture it with your toothbrush. And now we're going to make all sorts of different vines. If you want to create a 3D effect, this is where your aluminum paper comes in handy. Put it in between pieces so that it looks like there's space. Make all different kinds of branches, foliage, leaves, and put them all over. Now we're going to bake it for 20 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure that your oven was preheated. Once it's out of the oven, remove it from the mold. Now if you want to put in resin, here's what you're going to do. Mix the resin according to package instructions. Put the first layer down, put some moss, and then your piece. Make sure that you fully cover your chameleon and the branches with your resin. It's going to help us minimize as many bubbles as possible. Once the first layer of resin is fully hardened, go ahead and put the second one. Once that one is fully cured for at least 12 hours, go ahead and put a black border if you want. You're going to bake that border for 20 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure that your oven was preheated. Now my kind of resin is okay to be baked. Make sure that it is the same for your brand. All done! Don't forget to check out information on CHAMELEON. I absolutely love reptiles. My favorite, of course, being turtles, because of the Ninja Turtles. What are some of your favorite reptiles? If you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comment section below. Until then, I will see you guys next week.